What's all over you?
You wouldn't get it. I'm Sonic. My name is Sonic from Green Hills, and this is where I was born. Dr. Robotnik, I hope you have a couple antacid pills for me. Oh. Ugh. Is this Sonic the Hedgehog 2 where Knuckles is on my team? I really hope so, because he's gonna have to do a lot of the legwork. What game is this? Welcome to the movie review of Sonic the Hedgehog, the 2020 version of Sonic the Hedgehog, the new movie, Sonic the Hedgehog.
I think there's only one. So, Sonic 2020, the film, is it better than Sonic 2006?
No, I actually really liked it.
You like this movie?
I liked this movie.
Sonic, in the original trailers for this film, looked like a joke. It looked silly,
Yes.
Let's be honest. And
Teeth.
They changed the look of the character after everyone made fun of it on the internet relentlessly. I feel like the redesign actually is good.
Agree.
It
Big
looks
agree.
more like Sonic. I had no idea what they were thinking originally, but they course corrected, and I'm pretty thankful for it.
Me too. He doesn't stick out, and that's hard to do.
Yeah. There was only one scene where it really ripped me out of the Matrix, where he tried to hit a guy on the head with a glass bottle, and he didn't react at all. It was very bad. But other than that, there was really nothing that looked terrible.
I'm a big fan of giving credit where credit is due. It's very hard to bring in a CG element, especially a main character, like a character design into a film, have him interact with real things, people, objects, whatever, and have it look even okay. Wow, am I the Sega Dreamcast? Because I'm making no money off of this. 30 years of Sonic games, Sonic lore, Sonic story.
Is that a good thing? You know, there's still a lot of people who hate on Sonic. I grew up with Sonic, although with Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Those are my big Sonic games that I grew up playing. It was done justice. And there were even some references involving Sonic, such as the Sonic meme, which is a dead meme now.
Yes.
I was not expecting that to appear at all.
And it was really cleverly placed, too. I was actually a big fan of how they incorporated it in.
It wasn't like shoehorned. It also wasn't what I would have expected.
Exactly. It was a surprise. Yeah. I mean, it came on screen and we were like, that's like the OG Sonic meme that like was circling around for a while. And that was, I mean, gosh, that was what, like 10, 15
50 years ago. There were a lot of moments in this film where I felt like whenever there was silence or a moment of silence or a moment of falling action after a sequence or something, it feels like at every point they said, oh, Sonic should say something funny here, and they ADR'd some really, really half-assed line that is not it was never really funny. It never felt like it was supposed to be there. It felt like something they thought of in post and were like, there has to be more jokes. It has to be funny the whole time.
We didn't hit our joke quota.
We didn't hit our joke quota. We can fit in another joke. There's 2 seconds of silence here.
The kids are going to lose interest. Every moment has to be filled.
It made me cringe a little bit. I'm going to be real. I did not think Jim Carrey was that funny in this movie.
So I agree with that. It certainly was not his funniest film, and he's not in his prime anymore. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I am not necessarily a fan of Jim Carrey. I'm going to be completely honest.
I've become less and less of a fan of everything he's done for a while.
Both on screen
and off screen.
And off screen. However, I just really felt that his particular charisma really added to the character that he was playing. And it might not, I'm not saying everything landed, just him being him, like, somehow added to Eggman.
I did feel like Jim Carrey was kind of playing, like, a caricature of himself.
Yeah.
At a lot of points, because his character is very full of himself and nihilistic.
He's Eggman.
Kind of cringe.
For a character like Sonic the Hedgehog, honestly, he was written very well too. I found myself actually empathizing with his more human emotions.
So because your owl mother was shot with a bow and arrow, and then you spent most of your life in seclusion living in a cave with only Flash comic books.
You know what they say. I live for the trees.
You know what they say, I live in the trees.
You know what I say, I live.
You know what they say, They Live, starring Roddy Piper.
Rouge!
So one of the big cons for me was all of the product placements. And when it first happened early on in the movie, I thought it was funny in kind of like a sardonic way.
Right.
But then as they did it the next 5 times throughout the film, it got just very, very awful. As you put it, we were having to sit through a bunch of unskippable YouTube ads that would play intermittently throughout the movie, and at no point did it ever feel natural. Like, they were the most shoehorned product placements I've ever seen. It's literally someone spiking the camera and telling you that they are looking for apartments on Zillow.com.
And then they show the laptop
And then
with
they
Zillow.com.
show the laptop with a close-up of Zillow.com.
Visually, the shot doesn't fit.
It doesn't look like it should happen.
It looks like someone came in with like a 4K handycam and was just like, I have to do this.
Stop.
It's a different room.
The executive producer came on the set and he's like, just everyone stop. I just need to film this. Mr. Zillow.
Mr. Zillow.
Dude,
Mr. Henry Zillow.
And you know it starts to get out of hand where they make 3 references to Olive Garden.
Was it 3?
And at one point, they even say the entire slogan of Olive Garden, and it's delivered like it's supposed to be a joke.
Yes.
And it's not. Dude, I was like, what's going on? I was actually really getting scared.
It was rattling.
It was rattling.
It was crazy.
To my core, dude.
Literally, that was an ad in my Sonic movie. Like, it was so weird. I had never experienced that before.
I know Sega's not doing so well, and we've got to figure something else out. Like, this is not sustainable.
Wait.
What?
We're running out of money. We got to keep the show going. Olive Garden, where you feel like a family. Family.
Endless breadsticks.
Stuffed breadsticks. You can get a breadstick sandwich now. Buy now, sell. Always buy under arrow. Sell. Bail.
Olive Garden is too big to fail now, unfortunately, due to the box office success of Sonic the Hedgehog.
No.
And we're all going to Olive Garden. We've been bought out by Olive Garden, actually, and we have to go there after we shoot this.
Screw Disney.
Screw Miramax.
Screw 21st Century Fox. Olive Garden is king now. Olive Garden will buy everything.
Olive Garden's starting its own production company.
Wow.
It's called Paramount Pictures.
It's called Parmesan Pictures.
It kind of felt like there were more jokes and more moments geared more towards the older crowd that grew up playing the games, and it felt like more shoehorned, kid-friendly bits to pander to the young children in the crowd, who, let's be honest, I don't think they're growing up with any good Sonic games as of late. I could be wrong. Sonic flossed in this movie twice. So that's a major con.
That's more of what I was thinking was like, oh, man, it's just like...
Very cringe. All in all, I enjoy this movie. I think. Yeah. The parts I liked, and then the parts I didn't like, it kind of made me grit my teeth and hold on to the armrests.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Much like the beginning
points.
of this video. There's a huge stereotype when it comes to like video game movies. A very bad stereotype where it never seems to work, at least not until recent years. I think this is a good step in the right direction. It is one of the best video game like character adaptations.
Not saying much. I don't know how I'm even saying this. Where it was a joke at one point when it came to film adaptations of video games, I'm actually more hopeful than ever for these kinds of movies. It seems like these studios are getting a decent sense of how to do these things justice and not just make them total cringe fests.
Soulless. Also just have no understanding of the medium.
No understanding.
Yeah, like
I didn't feel like there wasn't really a time during this where I was like, I don't know if the people who made this movie played Sonic. One of the more jarring things to me was transplanting a character like Sonic into the real world and making that make sense and work. Right. Detective Pikachu did a way better job at it. Yeah. This movie had to thread the needle a little more than that movie did for its world building to make sense. Like
finagle a bit, kind of force it maybe a little bit.
It felt a little
kind of force it. I think in conclusion, the best way of wrapping this up would be to say that we were both pleasantly surprised. I would say.
I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to hate this movie. I was
too.
ready to hate this movie.
too.
I thought it was gonna be terrible,
Yep.
and I still don't know how it wasn't as bad as I was expecting.
That's a great way of putting it, because both of us went into it going like, I'm ready to hate watch this, man. I'm ready to like, sit down and really get into visceral
And it
nonsense.
had those moments.
And of course,
but not as numerous.
It was redeemed enough through what it did very well that at the end of it, I was like, I enjoyed a Sonic movie, bro.
How would you rate it based on Sonic characters?
3 bigs out of 5 shadows.
I'd say this movie's kind of like an Amy Rose. It's good most of the time, but sometimes she's a bit cringe, and that's kind of how I feel about this movie, you know? She's got that big hammer, though, when she needs it, and she takes care of chows, and you're like, oh, that's cute. But then sometimes she just says stuff, and you're like, that wasn't funny.
Sometimes she says stuff, and you're just like, Amy, you're not real.
Go watch Sonic if you like Sonic, if you have kids, or if you just like video games in general, you know, whatever. Even if you loosely know about Sonic, I think it's still a decently enjoyable film.
I agree. Sega desperately needs your money, dude.
Sega
Go donate
needs
to
money,
Sega.
dude, please.
Go buy tickets for Sega, bro.
Please, dude.
Please, bro.
You're saving the franchise.
The Dreamcast didn't make any money.
It didn't.
Always remember, kids, there always may be new levels in Sonic, but in life,
You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it.